Hmm. Okay. Testing. 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 Hello? I think it's working. Hmm. Hello? Okay, now it's saying no viewers. This makes no sense. And I hate the viewer list because it's never up to date. Okay. 1 viewers, 2 viewers, 3 viewers, blue viewers. Okay. My stream is going. I don't know why it's saying that it's not. Okay. Yeah, says I'm streaming. Okay. Online. Hmm. Come on. Hello? Okay, shut down Twitch again. Come on. Sorry, people. Okay. I'm going to restart my phone because this is really pissing me off. Because now my stream seems to be just fine, but yet the Twitch app, which is the only thing my wife will use to connect, is not working for my stream for some reason. Okay. Yes. Tickets, doctor appointment tomorrow. Okay. Testing, testing, testing. Testing, testing, testing. Testing, 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 testing. Testing, testing, testing. There, okay, good. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, if that's the case... Okay, so... Yes. Maybe now, finally, we can start with the stream. Okay. Hello, everyone, and welcome back again to Aniki Streams Apollo Justice Ace Attorney Part 3 for April 30th, 2017. I am your host, Aniki. Have been for the last 15 minutes, but the stupid piece of shit app doesn't want to work. Yeah, it's okay, Red. It's not your fault. It's Twitch's fault. This one is completely on Twitch. I am putting it on Twitch. Never mind that now. Let's go back to the game. So in our last stream, when it was working, we started a new case as Apollo Justice. And we actually have 3 cases. The first is... apparently, someone hit good old Phoenix Wright with a car, knocking him 30 feet in the air, and knocking him into a light pole on his head that broke his ankle. Okay, makes total sense to me. And as you can see, we're trying to find out who did that horrible crime so Phoenix can sue the pants off of them. And then our second one was Guy Eldoon lost his noodle cart. The noodle guy lost his noodle cart. Well, that's not good for a noodle guy. He needs it for his livelihood. So we've got to find that. And third, and finally, our 15-year-old sidekick, Trucy, had her panties stolen. Yeah. That's not creepy at all. Fortunately, we found them, so we don't have to deal with that again. And on top of that, we found them tucked into a tailpipe of a green car. The same green car that hit Phoenix. So they're all coming together, but we still haven't found the noodle cart. And so hopefully now the stream is going good. It's been going good the entire time for the last half hour. I guess the reboot actually helped for once. But let's see if that persists as we continue on with the stream. Okay. I don't even remember what was said before this part, and I didn't say before this part, so we're just starting up wherever we were. So if you have no context, try and watch the stream from last time. I don't recommend it, but whatever. Okay. Bad? Ties to organized crime, the Kentucky family. They have some fried chicken gangstas. The Kentucky family? He did that on purpose. Some injuries you can't take to a public hospital, see? They use the Maractus Clinic for their patch-up jobs. Hey, Jack. Yes, my kitty butt. Interesting. Okay. It looked like something had happened in that park. A body was found there in unusual circumstances. Something more unusual than being dead? It's not our concern in any case. Right, let's ignore that and find that noodle stand. Whatever happened to professional courtesy? Thanks, really. If I get tired of sleeping, maybe I'll head down to this Maractus place. Maybe hit him up for some reparations. A little legal action would do me some good. I was wondering, when I get paid, we solved the case of your accident and found a missing article of clothing. My panties! That leaves the noodle stand. Feel free to drop in if you get stuck. I'd be happy to help you with anything not involving money. Goodbye, quid pro quo. Hello, pro bono. Ugh. Right, back to the office to plan our next move. Okay. Well, the floof is pinging. Well, that's good. June 15th, Write Anything Agency. You're the woman from the Kentucky place. Yes. I knew it. Something's the matter and you want our help, right? Well, you've come to the right place. This way, please. Thank you. My name is Alita Tiala. Tiala, yeah. Her name is an anagram of... Or her last name is an anagram of her first name. Okay. I have a request. Okay, your request. Your request. Let me guess. Something's been stolen? Your flyer. It says now defending, so I thought... What? You mean you want me to defend you? Me? Maybe you can tell us what happened? Were you hit by a car? Did someone steal your stand? Or your panties? No. I'm not the client, actually. The client would be my fiancé, I suppose you call him. Fiancé? What happened to him then? He was arrested this morning. The charge was murder. Murder? Have you heard about what happened at the park? So, what's your story? You frequent the Kentucky Mansion, yes? Are you a member of their, organization? No, not yet. Not yet? You see, I'm to be married next month to the boss's son. The boss's son, so he's a gangster? Yes, but the Kentuckys are locally responsible gangsters. I thought it'd be nice for a change, quit my boring job, live the good gangster life. I think you're onto something. Miss Kentucky, I like the sound of that. I'm not sure your daddy would care much for that. But what happened? I haven't been told all the details, but I do know a body was found in the park, near the Kentucky Mansion. There were a lot of police cars there. Apparently, the victim was shot with a pistol. But I hear the circumstances of the shooting were rather unusual. And your fiancé was arrested for this? What sort of person is your fiancé? Your fiancé is the Kentucky family's only son, correct? His name's Waki. His name's Waki Kentucky. I brought a photo. Oh, great, he's a Yankee. Well, that's quite the photo. I know. Oh, he can be powerful and menacing, but so cute. But if he's the boss's only son, yes, I'm sure he'll take his father's place someday. Say, I'm a boss already of this agency. Please help my Waki, please. Right, my first solo defense case. Crime boss's son or not, I'll prove he's innocent. I prepared a letter of request. I know you need those. Right, let's go check out the scene of the crime. Yes, that pun. Okay, well, to the Kentucky Mansion. So this is it. My first murder crime scene. Ah, it's you kids again. Look, can't you find some other place to play? We're not playing. We're, investigating, aren't we, Apollo? Sir, I have a request here. A letter of... Huh? What does it say, hit request, on it? Miss Tiala must have used the Kentucky stationery. Excuse me, coming through. Oh. Ah, it's you, Mr. Gavin. Who's this guy? I must say I'm used to being inspected by the ladies, but this is the first time I've felt this way with a man. What? Mr. Gavin? Uh-huh. Ah, Fraulein, what's a sweet morsel like you doing in such a dismal place? Can I help? Yes? The policeman officer fellow here won't let us in. We even have a letter of request. You must be exhausted standing out here. I will take you to the scene of the crime. Oh, really? By your leave, officer. Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Very well. This way, Fraulein. Whee! Hey, what about me? June 15th, People Park. On that note, enjoy your investigation. Thank you. Will we see you again? That's the win, Fraulein. I'll be writing on it. Who was that? Eek! Apollo, look, a corpse! What? Hey, it's just a mannequin. Wow, it sure got me. Might I ask exactly what is it you are doing here? Oh, it's you. How did you kids get in here? Oh, this guy, well, he was more like a prince, really. He let us in. Him again. That Glimmer's fop, always getting in my way. Anyway, this scene is off limits. Ow! God! Sorry, Jack just bit me right on the nose. Oh. Yes. Sorry about that. Anyway, this scene is off limits. Excuse me, we have a letter of request. One moment. Why is she holding that big magnifying glass? Come on. Go back there. There you go. ... I'd recognize that handwriting anywhere. Scientific analysis says this was written by Alita Tiala. Thanks. It took you 30 minutes to figure that out? So, what's up with the mannequin there? Squeaking. Thought I was doing a voice. Yes, I was doing the voice of a person in pain. So, what's up with that mannequin there? It's taking the place of the body, preserving the scene of the crime as it was found. The body was pulling the stand? So, you're a defense attorney, are you? Detective Emma Skye. I'm in charge of this crime scene. Yes, this is our gumshoe for the game. She doesn't seem that happy about it. She doesn't seem that happy about many things. I trust you know how to stay out of the way. I always carry 2 pairs of handcuffs, just in case. Case. Detective Skye? Quiet, please. It's snack time. Huh, I think she's eating senbei. Oh, okay. That smug asshole knows what he did. Look at him behind you. Yep, he's got his paw on me to know that I've been claimed. We're not making much progress here. She must not be very busy. I never seem to get a lucky break. Back after 9 years and they won't give me the position I requested. And then I hear he gave up the defense attorney life. He? Who's he? A next defense attorney? Detective Skye? Quiet, please. It's snack time. Oh. Okay. Well, Okay. Guess back to the Taki Mansion then. And no one here, so I guess back to the right agency. That's weird. Moon. People par. Present. If you could spare a moment to take a look at this, can't you see that I'm mixing eating snacks? Why is he eating snacks? It's going nowhere fast. And profiles. Guess I can't present that. Okay. Well, I don't have that. So. Well, okay, I guess let's examine stuff. Hey there, no messing with the crime scene. We need to investigate. Investigations are to be carried out by the professionals, scientifically. She's not gonna let us check out the crime scene, is she? Hey, Apollo. My very unscientific analysis tells me something here is very suspicious. I think I know what you mean. It's kind of hard not to notice. I better check out what we came here to find, at least. Well, okay. No, okay. No. No. Mm-hmm. Nope. Okay. Well, the bowl. No, okay. Well. Okay, maybe, right agency. Move to Hickfield Clinic. Okay, I guess that thing was off. June 15th, Hickfield Clinic. Huh? Where's Mr. Wright? Maybe he's getting an examination again. How many does he need? Wasn't it just a sprain? Too bad, Polly. You wanted to show off your request to Daddy, didn't you? What? Me? No! Oh, that's a surprise. Let's just come back later, shall we? Mm-hmm. Can we not present? Okay, I guess not. I already talked with all those things. Detention center. Okay, June 15th, detention center, visitor's room. Polly, you look as happy as a clam in its shell. For a lawyer, this is it, the place where the battle begins. You need something? Ah, yes, we're attorneys. I was hoping we could see Mr. Walkie-Kataki. Sorry, he's in questioning right now. Could take a while. Drat. Oh well, guess we'll have to come back later then. So much for that battle. Well, fuck. Okay. Well, Eldoon's house. June 15th, Eldoon's house. Oh, Mr. Eldoon. Hello? Looks like he left. And we found his stand and everything. What about our free bowl? Oh, too bad. Looks like we'll have to wait a little longer for that bowl. So sorry. Oh, what a bummer. Okay, well, maybe the garage? Nothing looks different. Hey, kitty! See? Nice little kitty up there. Let's see if it says anything. Examine. Hey, a kitty cat! Here, kitty, kitty, kitty! Kitty, 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 kitty! See, I can't even do it now. Kitty, 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 kitty. Fuck it. Okay. Meow. It's not coming down. I mean, it did look kind of suspicious, you have to admit. It's okay, kitty cat. His hair won't hurt you. It's okay, kitty cat. She won't make you disappear in her hat. Okay. Well, Kentucky Mansion. Okay. People Park. Someone is glaring at you for invoking kidding summoning. Is it you, Red? Be honest. Okay. Sorry, 1 second. My stupid thing ain't working. Okay. Did I miss something? Okay. Investigate. Apollo, look. Oh. Okay. Apollo, look. That stand. See, okay. I clicked on this thing. Apparently, I had to click on the wooden bit in the middle there in order to, oh, it was Jack. Huh, well. Apparently, I had to click on the middle in order to activate that. That's freaking annoying. It says Eldoon! I've noticed. Excuse me. Well, we've solved the case of the missing stand, at least. Though the circumstances could stand to be better. Okay. Nothing new here. Nope. Okay. Back to here. And to Eldoon's house. June 15th, Eldoon's house. Oh, Mr. Eldoon, hello? Looks like he left, and we found his stand and everything. What about our free bowl? Oh, too bad. Yeah, okay, I already did this one. Let's see. Practice garage. Nothing. Okay. Move. Oh, okay. Apparently we had to look at the cart and then... I don't know. Anyway. Oh, you're back. Running into some problems? Oh, Polly, didn't you want to tell Daddy something? Who, me? No, I'm fine, really. What's this? So there is a problem. No, no problem. Actually, I got a defense request. Defense request. That is a problem. Huh? I've given up the court. I'm not a lawyer anymore. The request was for me! Oh, right. You're a lawyer, aren't you? He's doing that on purpose. I know it. So, what about this defense request? It's related to the murder in People Park, actually. Guess what? We found Mr. Eldoon's noodle stand at the scene of the crime. Did you now? That's unusual indeed. Never heard of a noodle stand being used as a murder weapon. I think the murder weapon was something else. You mean you don't know what the murder weapon was? That funny detective lady won't let us in on the scene. What kind of detective wears a lab coat anyway? A lab coat? Didn't think she'd be involved with this. You know her? You could say that. So, you know her, don't you? I met her on a case. This was about 10 years ago. The first game. It's actually the bonus. She is from the bonus story that we did not do from the first Phoenix Wright game. Excuse me. She was still a high school student at the time. That would make her about the same age as me. That's my daddy. He knows all the police types. Oh, wait. Maybe you know that other guy, too. That other guy? That shining prince on the motorcycle. Prince? Paulo, tell me about this Prince of Trucy's. Indulge a concern, father. He was at the crime scene. He looked like Mr. Gavin. Did he now? You know him? I guess he's Christoph Gavin's younger brother. His brother? We're acquaintances, after a fashion. Clavier Gavin, rock and roll god incarnate. Clavier? What a lovely name. He's so dreamy. I didn't know Mr. Gavin had a brother. What was he doing out there? I have a feeling you'll be crossing paths again soon. Now, what was the problem again? Having trouble investigating the crime scene in the park? Yeah, that detective woman won't let us. Go to the office. Under the silk top hat, you'll find a bottle of white powder. Try taking that to this detective. White powder? I hope it's not what I think it is. Just take it to her. It'll be fine. You'll see. Oh, and tell her I said hi. Okay. Okay. And top hat. So this must be the silk top hat Mr. Wright mentioned. Let's take a closer look. Huh? Whoa! You know what this is, Trucy? I remember finding some in Daddy's dresser when I was little. It's crack cocaine! I thought it was sugar, so I licked it. He got mad at me because it was crack cocaine. This is getting more and more suspicious because it's crack cocaine. Wait, crack cocaine placed gingerly into pocket. Let's go talk to that detective. She's sure to know what that crack cocaine is. Okay, Kentucky Mansion. People Park. Present. Oh, white powder. Does this ring any bells? Ah, is that? It couldn't. Where'd you get that crack cocaine? I brought it from the office. You work at the Wright & Co. offices, yes? Yeah, sort of. Whoa. Detective Sky, how do you know my daddy? Daddy? I'm sorry, who did you say you were? Trucy Wright, Phoenix Wright's daughter. What? Mr. Wright had a daughter? You seem shocked. Well, if you're Mr. Wright's daughter and you're his apprentice, then I'm available to help you in any way I can. Oh, thanks. You can start by not calling me Mr. Wright's apprentice. This powder is used for detecting fingerprints. Fingerprints? Not on your life. He's dead. Hey, buddy butt. Okay, whatever. This powder is used for detecting fingerprints. Fingerprints? I guess you might call it a memento from the time I spent with Mr. Wright. White powder memories? Crack cocaine? If you find any evidence with fingerprints on it, please let me know. Well, dust for prints. Well, she was quite the eager beaver all of a sudden. Yeah, because she's got crack cocaine. Okay. Okay. The report came in late last night. The body was found much as you see it now. Except it was a real body. But why? Why was a body pulling a noodle stand? If I knew the answer to that, I wouldn't still be here. Well, what was the cause of death? A bullet wound to the temple. He was shot by a pistol. Pistol? Not the easiest thing to come by in this day and age. Unless you're a cop or a gangster. Incidentally, the victim's name was Pal Maractus. I just received the autopsy report, in fact. Maractus's autopsy report added to the court record. I mean, really, what's up with this case? It's enough to make me want to run off, pulling a mysterious noodle stand behind me. Not so mysterious, actually. We should tell her, Apollo. After all, we know where the stand came from. It's a likely story. I didn't come here to play games, you know. Actually, we do know where the stand came from. Noodle stand's owner is... Oh, now we get to present something? Who's the old guy? This is the proprietor of Eldoon's Noodles, Mr. Eldoon himself. Eldoon's Noodles, Eldoon. He's famous in this part of town. Not bad. I guess Mr. Wright picked the right kids for the job. That saved me a lot of work. Thanks. Noodle stand added to the court record. What sort of person was the victim, anyway? You mean, what did he do? He was a doctor. A doctor? I'm starting to see a connection here. Really? Who, me? I'm just a supervisor for this crime scene. Yeah, we're from the U.S. Well, see, that's the weird thing. This technically takes place in a Japan America, something like that. That's how they get away with, you know, noodle carts and the Steel Samurai and that kind of stuff. At least in the localization. Anyway, Detective Sky. I was out of the country for a while. I came back to be a forensic scientist. Oh, were you studying abroad? Several. Something like that. I was studying in Europe. Forensic science, mind you. But when I got back here, they threw me in criminal affairs, just like that. Why didn't you just become a forensics expert in Europe? Well, I suppose that was an option, but I had a lot of favors to repay to people back here. Favors? Wasn't she in high school when she left? What? What's that look for? I was involved in an incident before I left. But Mr. Wright and his people helped me out. I owed them. Really? I had no idea. She's been out of the country for a while. She probably doesn't know about Mr. Wright's current state of affairs. Could you tell us about a bit about the defendant? He's the only son of the Kitaki family, yes? Waki Kitaki. I don't know if he's the boss's son, but he's certainly throwing his weight around violently in the detention center. I see. Why was he arrested in the first place? You're a defense attorney, aren't you? You're not his by any chance? Actually, yes, I am. Well, we have a witness to the moment of the crime. Eh? The witness called the police. They'll be testifying during the trial tomorrow. What? Could you tell us a bit about more of the victim? Well, let's see. Apparently he's the physician at a clinic in the area. Quite well off, too, from the sound of it. The clinic's name is the Maractus Clinic. Maybe that's why the cop car was parked there. What? You've been to the clinic? Yeah, though on a related issue. I told the detective about the case of the stolen noodle stand. I see. So that means Dr. Maractus stole the stand and pulled it all the way here? Well, it would seem to be the case. But why? Don't ask me. Okay. This mannequin is dressed up to look like a police officer. I've seen one at the station. Mannequin in place of a body. The body of the victim has already been removed. Do you think the victim is the noodle stand thief? What, you think someone killed him because he stole it? Yeah! Taking care of business, little plum Kitaki style. Try not to sound too eager about that, please. The hell is that? It's a knife. A shiv, to be precise. Ooh, lingo! The defendant, Waki Kitaki, is the son of known gangsters. The police are assuming this belongs to him. Wait, but wasn't the murder weapon a pistol? Huh? Look at this, there's a handprint on the shiv. Handprint? Then there might be a fingerprint. Let's investigate. It's not. Oh, with as much grandiose as that they give this, I think this is like the only time that we do this particular, test, I guess. It's kind of annoying. First choose a fingerprint you want to examine. Choose a fingerprint. Look closely at the handle. See, there's more than one fingerprint here. Those black spots? That's right. Excuse me. That's right, pick the one you want to analyze. Well, let's do the black one then. Right, let's get detecting. This is a knife, I guess. Oh, she's practically glowing with excitement. First, sprinkle some aluminum powder over the print. Just touch the screen like this, see? Oh. The oil left by the print absorbs the aluminum powder, so you just dust it on. And blow it off. Oh, fuck. Blow? It's like whistling. You know how to whistle, don't you? Just put your lips together. Wow, amazing. It's like magic. Isn't it, though? Alright, let's give it a shot. Incidentally, it's important that you cover the entire fingerprint with the powder. Okay, well, first we're going to pause so I can see. Emulation settings, no. Control config. Lid. Debug disabled. Microphone settings. Use connected physical monitor. Okay. Use mods require use of the mic hotkey. Well, let's give it a shot. Maybe it'll work. Okay. Dust for prints. So, yep, you pretty much just get the entire damn thing. And you have to click. So you might as well click everything. This is crack cocaine, though. How could it not be? If this was a Steam game, there would be an achievement for... Oh, okay. I hate it when the DS did that. Yeah, it's kind of... Test. Okay. Let's try... Enable a real mic sample. Great. Sorry about that. Use internal noise. Mic hotkey. There we go. Apparently M will work for that. Okay, cool. Good, clear, quite impressive. Next, to match the print. The police office has samples so you can tell whose finger this print belongs to. Doesn't sound like much fun as actually finding the print. Blanc. Okay, pick the person whose print you think this is. You probably have a good idea whose knife this is already. Compare. Comparison complete, yay. So the fingerprints do belong to the defendant. Use your stylus to make lines. Yeah. Yes, isn't it amazing? Ah, the power of science. It's my life. It's my life. Okay. Apollo, she's sparkling. And I'm dimming. Look sharp, spirits up. The royal fight is yet to come. Chill up, Polly. Trial hasn't even started, and I'm already losing. Knife added to the court record. Examine. Told you the time you rage quit Yoshi's touch and go because you sneezed and made all the clouds disappear. Yeah, and I was kind of giving myself a little bit of a headache just then because, you know, blowing and it not working. So apparently using a hotkey is good enough. So anyway, it's got to be a good clue around here. You and her trash cans. Go ahead, knock yourself out. Please, can't you see I'm doing my... Huh? Look! Another pair of underwear? Oh, great. More granny panties. Wow, Apollo, you're a genius at finding panties! Stop saying that. Wait, these aren't... They're not mine! Could these have been stolen too? Bloomers added to the court record. So, have you met the defendant? Yes, thank God you can map it in emulation, yes. No. Visiting hours are almost over at the detention center. You might think about wrapping up here and heading over. Good idea. I don't know what good it will do. We have a witness and a knife with prints. You have a knife with prints, but he was shot. I mentioned I've got a bad feeling about this. Don't worry, it's like a right tradition. Some traditions I can live without. Okay, well, I guess let's go back to the Kentucky Mansion. And, running. Okay, June 15th, Detention Center, Visitors Room. I'm sorry, meeting hours for the day are all done. But we still have 3 minutes. I'll put in your request, but don't expect anything. Father's talking in a private room with him. The father? You mean like a priest? I mean the suspect's father, Mr. Winfred Big Wins Kentucky himself. Not someone I care to meet or die, you! You're the one who, on your way out, old... they're here. Whoa, this guy radiates power. Power with a cute apron? You Aki's lawyer? Yes, sir. Well, I'm Big Wind's Kitaki, fourth head of the Kitaki family, capiche? Actually, I came to speak to your son. Mr. Justice. Yes? My son's innocent. He killed no one. If he were found guilty, it would not be good. Capiche? Yes, I'm all about capiching. Capiche loud and clear. You've got to do more than just understand to make it. You'll learn, though. Even if the lesson comes at the end of your short life. I don't feel so good. What's the big idea, old man? You can't treat me like I'm a kid no more, not now. You know, I want to go to the clinic. I like it here. You must be walkie. Jeez, not G till he does hard time, Zoe. You'll see, when I get here, things will change. Silence. Okay. My apologies, Mr. Justice. He's usually such a nice boy. Oh. Forgive me if I have a hard time believing that. Ha! You can't take... No, you're not gonna bite my nose again, buddy. Come on. Make up your mind, dude. You can't take me under your wing this time, old man. You heard me. I don't need no trial. I did it. I think that's enough for today, Mr. Justice. Don't let me down tomorrow. So much for talking to our client. But we made so much progress today. We even found my panties. I had fun, at least. Of course, the biggest mystery of all remains. How am I supposed to build a case for this trial? Oh, I almost forgot. It's time for my show. Tonight I'm performing at the Wonder Bar. Excuse me. You should come check it out. To be continued. Well, since we've only really been playing for 40 minutes, I think I'm going to continue on. Hopefully, it will not be too terribly long. So, let's get... June 16th, 9:46 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. Huh? Mr. Wright's not here today. He said his old foot injury was acting up. Old injury? He was all smiles yesterday. Yes, he smiled when he said we'd be fine as long as you're there, Trucy. God, I can't talk tonight. Yes, fine. We'll be fine. Here comes justice, and together we can beat... Okay. I started my voice training at 5 this morning. Ooh, do some now. I want to see... here. Huh? Oh, okay. My name is Apollo Justice, and I'm fine! That sounds more like a self-mantra than a voice training. I'm fine. I'm fine. You know what I'm saying? Good morning. Yo, sup? Hit me with the guilty verdict, G. See if I care. Monk. You just hang loose and let things go with the flow. You know what I'm saying? Not really. Okay, don't be running your mouth like that in there. See, that's the difference between you and me, old man. I ain't afraid of no cops. Real G's can't keep it real till they spend some hard time in the pen. You have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. Sounds like they've both been voice training too, Apollo. My worst fears realized. Trial's starting and I still haven't had a real talk with my client. Okay. June 16th, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 4. Court is now in session for the trial of Waki Kitaki. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Ready to rock and roll there, Judge. It's him, the guy from yesterday. He's a prosecutor. Yeah, it's Mr. Gavin's brother. Hmm? Long time no see, Prosecutor Gavin. Were you taking leave of absence? You hate this guy? Oh, yeah. Well, that's why... Well, never mind. You know that little band I started in my free time? The thing is, we got real popular. I had to say 9 to your fans when 3 of your singles go platinum, yeah? I see. To be honest, I was a little concerned. I feared that you might still be distraught over that one trial. Not to worry here, Judge. I wouldn't miss this day in court for the world. It's worth even more than VIP passes to one of my concerts, yeah? How could I pass up a chance to see the true strength of the little boy who bested my brother? It was worth canceling a show or two. Understood. I like the guitar guy. You hate the guy with the high-pitched voice. Yeah, I understand. You may give your opening statements to the court. Before that, I was thinking, is the air in the courtroom not a bit serious? It is a court of law. There's nowhere to get the crowd jumping there, Judge. I'm not supposed to jump. This is a courtroom. Act on, baby! Today we play it my way. What's that noise? Sometimes you have to get up in order to get down to prosecuting. This is crazy. The victim, Pal Maractus, director of the Maractus Clinic. The scene, People Park. He was found pulling a noodle stand. What in the world was the doctor doing pulling a noodle stand? Yes, I believe you will only find that out by asking the defendant right here, right now. Because it's undeniable truth that he shot the victim. What do you mean undeniable? If you are to glare at anyone, Your Justice, glare at the punk in the defendant's chair. His crime was witnessed quite clearly, you see. Very well. Please admit this witness to the court. Yeah, I like this guy better than I like Apollo. And that one little bit where, you know, he was air guitaring and somehow he was actually having the sound effects of a guitar, that was animated really well. And we shall get to see more of it, so perhaps I will not get used, or I will get unused to it later. Okay. 9, not yet. First, there is a little matter to be cleaned up. Could you talk without the accompaniment? I swear I could see the guitar for a second. What is it, Prosecutor Gavin? The motive here, Judge. Why did the little punk do it? Why didn't he kill the director of the Maractus Clinic? Not so fast. The defendant doesn't have to explain that. Oh, but what if the defendant specifically requested to do so, as he did this morning? I want to give it a shout out to all my homies, I believe he said. What? What is right? They always say that on stage you should hit the crowd with speed and ferocity. Sounds like he got you good, huh, Polly? Well, this is hardly unusual, but the court will now hear from the defendant concerning his motive in the crime. So, you, son of the defendant, Walkie, are you? Ain't your son, old man. You step onto Kentucky, you best be prepared to step strong. You step to a public official, you'd best be prepared to step into jail. You gotta hand it to him, Walkie sure has guts. It's not his guts I'm worried about. Well then, the court will now hear testimony on the defendant's motives. From the defendant himself. Walkie Kataki's truth. I'll tell you one thing, that doctor was a Quaker. He was a Quaker? Someone had to show him what's what. I was in his clinic about half a year ago. He messed up my eye something bad. Then he just let me go without a word. See you later, bye. So I go in, get another doc to patch me up again. That was the day I done figured it out. No OG's gonna let that pass. That's why I went to his pad that night. Know what I'm saying? You're saying you are one of the victim's patients? That stuff goes down when you're keeping them real on the streets. True that. I'll tell you one thing. That doc was whack. Very well. The defense may begin the cross-examination. I can't believe this is the first time I'm hearing about all this. Walkie-talkie's truth. So, you were a patient in Maractus Clinic half a year ago? For what reason? I have what you might call a mark of honor. Can you explain precisely what was wrong? We had a little run-in with the Rivales family. That's when I pulled a jack move. And ran into an ambush. She busted cap right in me. According to my sources, you couldn't stand the stress of waiting. And ran in 15 minutes before the appointed time by yourself. Hey, I was more than a match for those guys. So, you were carried to the Maractus Clinic from there? Apparently, he was shot in the heart. Shot in the heart? And he's to blame? Well, he gives love a bad name. I can catch bullets between my teeth, but I never learned how to catch them in my heart. Bullet stop just shot him a thumper. You know what I'm saying? Would have been golden if it weren't for that whack doc. Can't even take out a stupid bullet. So, as you say, the surgery was a failure. That ain't all of it, Holmes. So let's go. What do you mean he just let you go without a word? What do you think it means? It's whack, that's what. I'm not sure what that means, but it sounds bad. It sounds as though a doctor wishes to hide his mistake. This is why he let the defendant go. He's the last, straight up. He's a bad G to me. So this bullet is still... You know it. I can still feel it. Right there in my chest, pressing up against my heart. The words are like a bullet shot straight into my heart. Or something to that effect. Incidentally, that's from one of our hit singles. Well, that sounds like a straightforward case of malpractice. Whoa, G-Man. What, no accident? That's shizzle. Seems that there were issues with this doctor. Man, putting him down was like doing a world favor. Walkie, please consult your lawyer before saying things like that. Chin up, Apollo, back straight. But why did this mistake only come to light that day? It was found during the family health checkup. The family health checkup? That's wackest thing of all us G's lining up, taking eye exams, and all that. Better die young than fade away, boy. I relieved to hear. What's a relief? Oh, did your father not tell you? The bullet you carry so close to your heart, if not attended to immediately, it could kill you. What? Yes, our Dr. Maractus had knowledge concerning this ticking time bomb in you. Knowledge that could have saved your life. No way! That's whacked! There's proof. Your checkup report. Lockie's checkup report added to the court record. Ironic that you would kill the one man capable of helping you. I think there was a Tales from the Crypt like that. Walkie-talkie, metallic object found near heart, urgent exam needed. Wait. June 14th. Wait a minute, when was... Time of death, June 14th, after 2 a.m. Say what time? Nope, just on the 14th. Okay. Okay. You're almost as careless as he was. Well, now that the place is hopping, let's get this gig started. Started? We've had enough of a warm-act up, yeah? Time to hear from the witness. Lucky sure is quiet all of a sudden. I'm a little uneasy myself. Is this Gavin's strategy? Oh yeah, this guy. So, you will tell us your name and occupation. My name is Wesley Stickler. No, that device doesn't work. By occupation, I take it you refer to... Oh, fuck you. Yeah, he has no job and he doesn't know identity. And I Gestalt Venus inherited all position of thought. By which he means to say that he is a student. A junior at Ivy University, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, in the Department of Science and Engineering. Filled with curiosity for all things, I spend my days in pursuit of truth, honing my... Herr Stickler, please direct said curiosity to the case at hand today. Very well, Mr. Stickler. Please testify to the court about what you saw on the night of the crime. You asked, quite simplistically, what I saw. Oh, fuck you. I didn't realize what Mike was... Okay. And the game didn't want to put up with it any more than I did. Night in the park. Okay. That night, I passed through the park on my way home from shopping when I saw them. One man pulling a stand, another man facing him. I saw them quite clearly. The man facing the victim was the defendant. In his hand, he held, yes, a pistol. It was pointed at the man pulling the stand. A shot. The bullet hit the man pulling the stand from the front, square in the forehead. Was there anyone else in the park at that time? I can say with 100% accuracy that there was not. The pistol our witness refers to is this. The court accepts this into evidence. I don't know, maybe I'm a stickler, but that doesn't... When I think of a pistol, I think of something a lot older. I don't know why. I mean, I know it's a pistol, but it's more my own stupidity than anything. Actually, for some reason, it's a toss-up between an older gun and like a revolver or something. I don't know. Oh, I know why I think of something older. Because in One Piece, pistol, you know, the Marines, or Navy, Kaijin, use old weaponry, it seems like. So, that's probably why I was thinking that. Very well. Mr. Justice, you may cross-examine the witness. Yes, Your Honor. Trucy? Why are you staring like that at the witness? That man. I can't help but feel I've seen him somewhere before. Okay. To the right temple. Defendant in his hand held his pistol was pointed at the man pulling the stand. A shot from the front, square in the forehead, except... If that's all of it, I think I have a chance. Is that you relaxing, I see it, Justice? Huh? Oh, Objection! Well, that's just quite enough, Mr. Justice. Apollo, pace yourself. This trial's not over yet. Right. Look at this. The autopsy report. Is there a problem with the autopsy report? Right. A problem. Yes! The problem is the location of the entry wound. Took him forever to get to that. The location? You testified that the killer shot the victim square in the forehead, did you not? Ah, I have already determined your angle of inquiry. Allow me to explain. It's quite simple. Wavelength of light by a krypton particle, as we all know. Krypton particles are rare and invisible to the naked eye, which reports basic fallacy in your line of reason, namely that what Mr. Justice. Yes? What's your objection to these krypton particle things? That is the big time, and you're obsessed with something so small, you disappoint me. No, I'm obsessed with something big. I mean, there's a bigger, less nitpicky problem here. Do tell. Just look at the autopsy report. The location of the entry wound was the right temple. Temple? Mr. Stickler, you quite clearly said that the victim was shot square in the forehead. That's a contradiction, isn't it? It is, right? Finally! Air Justice. Oh, Air Justice. Yes? Your tactics are outdated, trying to shake the witness by objecting to trifles. Surely you haven't forgotten the fatal wound your master suffered 7 years ago? Phoenix Wright, was it? Look, I know the wound was in the wrong place according to this testimony. Yerk. Forehead. Forehead? Let's just imagine you are walking through the park. You see two men facing each other, one with a trained pistol on the other. What would you do, Forehead? Well, I guess I would try to stop them. I'd probably shout, "Stop!" And you, Fraulein? Me? Well, I'd probably scream, "Eek!" And you, Esticler? What had you shot, I wonder? Eek! The victim turned his head at the last moment. Ah, yes. Thank you for jogging my memory. It sounds like an addendum to the testimony is required. Night in the park, too. Well, that was quick. Okay. As soon as the killer raised his pistol, I took action. "Cease this at once, you two!" I cried with composure. The victim turned in the direction of my voice, and a shot rang out. Whereupon our cowardly killer, the defendant, appeared to have become frightened. Tossing the pistol aside, he fled from the scene. I see, so you attempted to stop the crime. Indeed, with composure. Well, maybe the criminal wouldn't have fired if he hadn't shouted like that. That doesn't really matter now, unfortunately. Let us consider this new testimony, shall we? Observe the diagram, if you would. The witness, Mr. Stickler, was it, stood here. He shouted, "Oh, stop, please," or something of this nature. And the victim responded by looking in the witness's direction. If the killer were to have fired at just that moment, as we can see, the bullet would have struck the right temple, as in the report. That does seem to be the case. Witness the power of a junior in Ivy University's Department of Science. Very well, Mr. Justice. You may cross-examine the witness. And in the park. Let me look at that gun. 2 rounds were fired. Fingerprints are wiped. Weapon levities. Victim turned in the voice and a shot rang out. He fled the scene. I don't think so. Wait a second. Tis another misleading request. Yet you're so beholden to your own mode of discourse, you can't see how it affects you. Come again? I very well might. Oh, wait a second, you say? A second? Are we intending to wait just that, a single second, 1/60th of a minute? That's hardly enough time to draw a breath, let alone a statement in court. Now, had you asked for a longer period of time, say 3 minutes 35 seconds, Mr. Justice. Yes, Your Honor. Am I to understand you are objecting to the length of a second? Yeah, I mean, no. Here, just look at the pistol. It doesn't have a single fingerprint on it. Common ploy made all the more common, I fear, by the prevalence of television. Criminals these days are loath to leave fingerprints. Wait, but you said the killer tossed the gun and ran. That's right. He didn't have time to wipe the gun for prints. The little girl sticking it to the university student. There's a song in there. I'm not little. Then let's think like adults, shall we, Fraulein? Eh? What if the killer, the defendant, was wearing gloves? Gotta admit, I didn't think of that, Apollo. I did. Well, Mr. Justice, could the killer have been wearing gloves? No way. The record of the murder weapon is very clear about one thing. The fingerprints were wiped, which means some traces of prints remain, which contradicts your testimony. If everything happened as you say it did, you wouldn't have had time to wipe the pistol. That may be, but it does not change what I saw. The killer, the defendant, he threw it down the murderous weapon from his hand and fled. And this pistol was found at the scene of the crime, strongly suggesting that this was the weapon he disposed of. That sounds solid to me. Well, forehead, any of your pressing objections? What gives, Apollo? Let's see that voice training go to work. You know, I've only recently realized something. No matter how much you train your voice, it doesn't matter if you have nothing to say. What do you mean, nothing to say? Isn't it obvious from what the witness just said? Huh? Isn't what obvious? When he restated what he saw just now, he said he saw Walkie drop a murderous weapon. But that's not the same as being 100% sure of what Walkie threw away. You're right. He's just confused because a pistol was found at the scene. Poor Mr. Stickler, it must be so hard to be so perfect and yet so wrong. Well, it can be said that I'm quite offended. Well, it is indeed true that one... Oh, fuck you. What we can say for certain is the witness saw the killer throw something. Does the defense have anything to say about this? Well, if what he threw wasn't the pistol, then it had to be something else. At least one person on the defense team seems to be thinking. Yeah, really. Wipe that smile off your pretty face, Gavin. Perhaps you can inform the court as to the nature of this something else? What did the killer throw away before fleeing the scene? Well, that's probably the knife. Is that a sword? I saw one of those on the late-night movie last night. I ain't a sleep-deprived judge. This knife was found at the scene of the crime, with the defendant's prints on it. His prints? This single piece of evidence proves two important things. One, that what the defendant threw down wasn't a pistol. Two, that the defendant wasn't wearing gloves. Indeed. Oh, Forehead, you're forgetting two other things you've just proven. Huh? One, that the man the witness saw was the defendant, Mr. Wakikataki. Two, that the defendant was holding a knife with the intent of harming the victim. Oh, indeed. Never underestimate a Gavin is the lesson here. This court is of the opinion that our witness is fond of making assumptions. In that light, I believe it would behoove us to hear about what really occurred. With less assuming, please. It is always the same with you people. Mark left the house on foot, and 5 minutes later his brother left after him. What? How long would it take for Mark's brother to catch up to him? Assuming that Mark never had to stop for a traffic light. Assuming, yes, that's what I said, assuming. As if that were a probable situation at all. Yet here you are assuming that my assumption is no better. What this court assumes is that the witness will testify as to what happened after the shot was fired. From shot to call. I could not prevent the killer from leaving the scene. Nor could I simply leave the scene in good conscience. Ergo, I used my cell phone to call the police. Until the police arrived at the scene 10 minutes later, I saw no one else. Why didn't you chase the killer? He was, as you say, a killer. Of course, I could have run him down, yet what would he have done when cornered? Sadly, it takes more than an aptitude for solving quadratic equations to know that. Did the testimony earlier not prove the defendant's presence at the scene? And do we also now know that there was no one else there? It seems clear that we have our killer. Does it not? Does it not, Mr. Justice? Better find a way to take this testimony down quick. Which way did the killer run? By that time, it was clear the killer had noticed me. Naturally, he ran in the opposite direction. He ran in the opposite direction from the Kitaki mansion. Octon, don't even think about pointing out that he was going away from his home. All he had to do was loop back once he was out of sight. How did he know that's where I was going? Or could I simply leave the scene and get going? You were certainly composed for someone who had just watched it and witnessed a killing. If one is to devote one life to the pursuit of science, one must never flinch at the sight of a little blood, nor be so moved by a chemical discovery that one drops one's flask upon the lab room floor. Ooh, cool answer, very cool. So nothing strange about how he acted. Tracy looks like she has something to say. Here we go, I use my cell phone to call the witness. Wasn't your first thought to call an ambulance? It can be said that I have dabbled in medicine. The injury I witnessed, namely a single shot to the head, tends to result in death. Ergo, there was no need for me to call an ambulance. Oh, a perfect syllogism. A proof in 3 parts. Exquisite. Simply exquisite. He actually looks like he's gonna cry. Police around and see no else. Can you tell us in detail about these 10 minutes? I stood in the state of heightened awareness. Anything could happen at any moment. Anyone could appear from any direction. Is that all? No one came. Nothing happened. I saw it all, which is to say, I saw nothing. It was late at night. It's not odd to think there would be few people around in the park. So he just stood there watching? Not much to go on there. Trucy, if you've got something to say, by all means, say it. I can't find a single problem with that testimony. Had enough for less, there, forehead. Maybe it's time to back off a bit. Sure, why not? There's nothing fishy about that testimony at all. It appears there are no objections to the witness's current testimony. There are a number of ways to explain the lack of prints on the pistol, I assure you. Perhaps the killer really was wearing gloves which would wipe the previous user's prints off. Then, after the deed was done, this fell out of his pocket as he was throwing the gun away. A mistake befitting of a small-time punk, in my opinion. No! It seems we've come to the end of this line here. No, that can't be at all. Unfortunate. It seems that you weren't cut out to stand on the same stage as me. Were you, Airforehead? I believe this brings the cross-examination to a close. This court will now declare a verdict for the defendant, Walkie Kataki. Eek! Trucy? You bet Erpy. Oh, lovely. Nobody move! Oh, what's the meaning of this? There'll be no verdict in this court. Not yet. Wait, are you one of the Kitakis? The Kitakis? You mean the notorious gangsters? If you don't want to see me kill the 30 girls and the smile, do as I say. Adjourn to the courtroom for 20 minutes. What? This court will not bow down to pressure from the likes of a judge. I see little point in further aggravating this gentleman. Recess, 20 minutes, or I promise you, you'll regret it. Wait, how did he disappear so fast? Come to the defendant lobby, Apollo? I suppose I have no choice but to adjourn for a 20-minute recess. Bailiff, catch that mysterious man. To be continued. Okay. So, interesting development there. And as you can see, a bit of an inkling as to what I'm talking about. Throughout that entire thing, it's been Trucy who has picked up on stuff. Apollo was figuring out how to relate the frickin' autopsy to the cross-examination. Okay? That's how bad he was. Trucy, meanwhile, sitting over there. Well, one, she pointed out something that Apollo didn't even know back there. Two, that entire last bit of cross-examination, she kept looking at him as though, you know, hey, why aren't you stepping up to this? You know? And so that's kind of where my mentality that he's a crappy lawyer and a crappy character. But we shall find out more of that probably on Tuesday. My wife's going to be out of town that day, but I might stream anyway, just for regularity's sake, because I've been horrible about that recently anyway. So maybe, hopefully, we'll continue on. Until then, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Yes, you can join us on Tuesday at 7 p.m. That is -5 GMT. It is 8:47 p.m. now my time, so you can adjust your schedules accordingly. We'll see you then. Till then, thank you Red Rock, thank you Cat Snake for the bite on the nose, thank you Stinker Ozzy, and thank you Internet Connection for lasting more than 4 seconds. I really appreciate that. Hopefully there wasn't any buffering, but it's over now. So, until next time, be well, do good work, and keep in touch. Later.